beaver fever for you on Salt Spring Island. Castor canadiensis, better known as the common beaver, is common indeed in the woods on Salt Spring, but it looks like one of them has decided he prefers a more urbane existence. The first sign was the tree that fell across McPhillips Avenue in Ganges, the town's commercial strip. Banana Joe Clementi works for the Parks Commission on Salt Spring. He's been keeping tabs on the little guy and has managed to get him on videotape, which has been posted on YouTube. And Banana Joe's with me now on the phone. Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks. Hey, what exactly has the beaver, where exactly has this beaver taken up residence?
Well, there's a little creek or kind of like ditch that runs down beside McPhillips, beside the parts store. There's an auto parts store there, and then the opposite side of the street is Art Spring, kind of like our Salt Spring Island concert hall. And the two ditches are connected. Underneath the road, there's a culvert. So this beaver, Urban Beaver, has been going between, like underneath the culvert, to each side of the ditch, packing sticks to one side and making a dam. And it has actually created a dam and created a little pond as well. So I think in the wet months, maybe that's going to cause a bit of a problem.
So any concerns, I mean, are you concerned about flooding? Is it one beaver dam enough to cause havoc in Ganges?
Well, I don't think it's going to, not enough we're going to have to build an ark or anything. But, at this time of the year, the creek pretty much dries up. I was there at 6:15 a.m. this morning, and I can see the pond that he has created. The water level is going down, but, in the wintertime, water does come flowing through there pretty good. So it may cause a problem. Depends how much rain we get.
You called him, you've been referring to this little guy as the Urban Beaver. This is Ganges, right? I mean, this isn't a home of strip malls and 5-lane highways and neon lights. Or is it changed?
Though, Ganges is the metropolis of the southern Gulf Islands,
That's right?
So it is urban here. I was going to say on any other Gulf Island it might not be urban, but Salt Spring Island, this is sort of like the hub of the southern Gulf Islands, Ganges. And in the summertime, it's a very busy place. Try to get parking, it's crazy.
So how does the beaver respond to humans anyway?
He doesn't like him. He doesn't like to be seen. So, I first heard about this beaver on June 24th. There's one of the locals here, Edwin, told me about this. Joe, there's a beaver in town. So he told me where it was. I went up there with my camera, and I didn't see it. I went the next morning on the 25th, and I managed to get him on film. The first time I filmed it was probably about a minute, and then he disappeared. And I went to the other side of the street, and what he'd done, he'd gone through the culvert, and he went to the other side of the street. So I got about 6 minutes of beaver footage. And, any other time I've tried to capture him on film, he's not there. I went there this morning, I couldn't find the beaver.
Wow, so a tricky creature, huh?
He's hiding. He doesn't want to be seen. Maybe he doesn't want to be on YouTube.
You're going to have to make a blind or something, or cover yourself in foliage and sneak in there, or wear a beaver hat or something. I don't know.
A beaver hat, yeah, that'd go off real well with the locals. The beaver's missing, and I'm walking around with a beaver skin hat.
Yeah, you're right.
Like somebody suggested, maybe they need a beaver cam. Like they had an eagle cam up in the nest.
Yeah.
So, maybe they need a beaver cam up in the tree. What do you think?
I think it would be cool because that eagle cam was so popular. I mean, everybody.
Absolutely.
And beavers. Beavers are very hard to see, Banana Joe. I mean, they're just not. You don't see them in the wild very often.
No, you don't. Especially like we have them in our lakes, right? But this guy is like right in town, and the tree cut down was an alder, and it did fall across the street. It wasn't a huge alder. And the dam is actually, it's amazing. He works hard, that beaver. It's a pretty cool-looking dam. I filmed the dam this morning, so it'll be up on my YouTube channel tonight. I do have 2 YouTube channels, so if they want to see the beaver on YouTube, you go to Urban Beaver on Salt Spring Island, Part 1 and Part 2, and they can see the beaver.
What's on this fascinating video footage that you've captured, and I will be looking at it, what's the beaver doing? Is it eating, making a dam, or just kind of hanging out? Okay, so the first video I shot, I went down to the side of the creek where he was, and there he was sitting right on the bank, and the minute he saw me, he jumped in the water, he started swimming around, and then he just hightailed it underneath the water, and then he disappeared. So, and then that's when I shut off my camera. I walked to the other side of the street because I heard some munching noises, and he was chewing on some reeds, so we went through the culvert to the other side of the street to get a snack, and that's when I filmed him the longest. I made a little noise, like a squeaky little noise, and he actually came swimming towards me, and that was the best beaver footage I got. Banana Joe, could you make that noise for us?
How's that? Does that sound like a beaver?
Just do that again. That was brilliant.
Not bad, eh?
It does sound like a beaver.
Anyway, you see my YouTube video and you'll hear the noise.
Yeah, when the next time I look at a nickel, I'll be thinking of you. Hey, have you given the beaver a name yet?
No, I haven't. I don't even know it's her. I mean, it could be a guy, for all we know, right? But maybe we do have to name that beaver, huh?
I think name that beaver. There's a good Canadian saying. Hey, I want the T-shirt now. I want to name that beaver.
Name the beaver on Salt Spring. I mean, I've been calling it the Urban Beaver, but surely we can think of a proper name, right?
Yeah, no, I think you've got to. If you're going to have it up there on YouTube, you got to think up a name. This is all too good. I just love this. Thanks for joining us. Keep us posted if something weird happens with the beaver.
I will do, absolutely, 100%.
Thanks, Banana Joe.
Okay, take care, man.